State police in eastern Kentucky say a man is dead after his wife shot him and their son. A robbery victim in Lexington is fighting for his life tonight.
Shootings don't keep me in the house.
We're talking to people who live where the robbery and shooting happened.
I didn't know what to say. It's just, it's just unbelievable.
We'll show you how a central Kentucky community is reaching out to the victims of the West Virginia flooding.
This is WKYT News at 6.
A deadly shooting in eastern Kentucky. You're watching WKYT News on the CW Lexington. I'm Kristen Kennedy. State police say a woman shot and killed her husband at their home on Cook Fork Road in Breathitt County. Troopers say she also shot the couple's son and another woman in the house. WKYT's Sabira Rayford is at the live desk piecing this whole case together. She has our top story at 6.
Police are still trying to piece together what led a mother to shoot her husband and son. State police say when they arrived at the scene, they found 47-year-old Henry Michael Hurt lying in bed with a gunshot wound to the head.
State police say they were originally called to Kentucky River Medical Center just before 11 last night after 2 gunshot victims had been brought in. Troopers say one of the victims said his mother had shot both of them in the chest. And those 2 victims were later transferred to UK Medical Center. Troopers went to a home on Cook Fork Road where the victims say they were shot. That's where they say they found the body of Henry Michael Hurt. Troopers say he was shot by his wife Sandra Hurt, who was also found unresponsive in the home. She was taken to Kentucky River Medical Center and is being treated in the ICU for medical issues unrelated to gunshot wounds.
State police tell us they expect to get an arrest warrant for Sandra Hurt for 1 count of murder, 2 counts of attempted murder, and 2 counts of wanton endangerment. But due to her medical condition, troopers do not know when she will be formally charged. At the live desk, Sabira Rayford, WKYT.
Sabira, thank you. We are told an autopsy happened this morning in Frankfort. Lexington police are looking for 3 men after an early morning shooting. Police tell us a taxi had just dropped the victim off near the intersection of North Limestone and East 7th Street when 3 men robbed and shot him. WKYT's Mike Byer is talking to people that live near the spot that shooting occurred in this crime tracker alert.
Around 6 this morning, Lexington police received a call of shots fired. When they arrived to this American Legion post, they say they found a man who had been shot.
Shootings don't keep me in the house.
Jay Young walks his dog every morning before he goes to work.
I don't feel unsafe walking down any of the streets. Most people know me and know the dog, of course.
Young lives a block away from where this morning's shooting happened. Police tell us a man was dropped off at this spot by a taxi. Police say he was then approached by 3 men who took his cell phone and then shot him. Police don't know how many times he was shot. We're told the man was taken to UK Hospital where he is listed in critical condition.
I see at least 2 or 3 police patrol vehicles every 30 minutes or so.
But even with a big police presence, he says you should always be aware of your surroundings.
They usually pick on people that can't help themselves or are so inebriated they can't stand. Those are the real vulnerabilities.
Now, an officer on scene told me they received other reports of burglaries and shots fired overnight. Police are now investigating whether those crimes are connected to this one. In Lexington, Mike Byer, WKYT.
We do not have the victim's name. Police say the 3 men they are looking for are in their early 20s. Lexington police are also still looking for the person responsible for the city's latest murder. Police found 36-year-old Robert Warner Saturday in the parking lot behind the Continental Square Apartments off Eastland Parkway. Police do not have a description of the shooter, but they believe he left on a motorcycle. A Kentucky legislator wants to make it a hate crime to target police officers, firefighters, and EMS workers. State Representative Kevin Bratcher filed the bill last week. It comes after Louisiana's governor signed a similar bill into law last month. WKYT's Caitlin Sentner talks to the man behind the bill.
A state representative wants first responders to know he stands with them. State Representative Kevin Bratcher says, unfortunately, we live in an age where people are targeted for being who they are. He's proposed a bill that would make it a hate crime to target police officers, firefighters, or EMS. Killing an officer is a capital punishment in Kentucky.
if it is a murder and it goes to the death penalty, right, the hate crime legislation will not affect that. But on certain areas, it will enhance it, that if it's been proven that somebody attacked a police officer or a firefighter or an EMS simply because of what they were doing, then this will enhance the prosecution.
A parole board could use this as a factor to delay or deny parole. Right now, a crime can be considered a hate crime if a person is targeted because of their race, color, religion, sexual orientation, or nationality. Bratcher hopes proposing this bill will lead to first responders being included.
The police deserve our respect, and it's sad that they have to, constantly have to be worrying about someone attacking them just because they're a police officer.
Louisiana signed a similar law last month. Eric Ellis, who lost his brother, Officer Daniel Ellis, in a shooting late last year, says he hopes Kentucky takes the lead on this. In Frankfort, Caitlin Setner, WKYT.
The legislature will consider the bill in January. We are learning new details about a fire in Rockcastle County. Broadhead firefighters say 3 abandoned mobile homes on Shandon Road went up in flames just before 11 last night. They say all 3 were right next to each other. Firefighters are still trying to pinpoint the cause of the fire. New tonight, Lexington police have issued a golden alert for a missing man. Police say 41-year-old Daniel Hogsett was last seen at the Walmart on Nichols Park Drive around 2 this afternoon. They tell us Hogsett suffers from schizophrenia and may be disoriented. He is 6'2" and about 160 pounds. Hogsett was last seen wearing a skull cap with orange flames, a faded black t-shirt, and jeans. He has a shaved head and no facial hair. And Lincoln County emergency management crews have canceled their golden alert. They say they found Teresa Uhrig safe this morning, and they are not releasing any other details. We are nearing the end of a hot, humid weekend. Temperatures have been well into the 90s. WKYT's Mike Linden is taking a look at a cool down in the work week.
You know, Kristen, we're looking at a cool down as we get into the middle of our work week, but the hot, humid conditions, those aren't going anywhere just yet. Right now, this is a look at what it feels like outside. Temperatures still in the lower 90s. We've significantly come down, though, in Lexington and in Richmond. The reason for that being is there's some pretty thick clouds over us right now. We'll get to that in just a moment. Rather, those are your temperatures. Here's what it feels like. The mid-80s, even 96 in Montgomery County, but why the huge difference between Lexington and Montgomery County? Well, that's because of thunderstorms right now hanging over central Kentucky. Of course, with this humidity in the air, instability is there as well. We're looking at some lightning right now pushing through Clark County, and they're still over the eastern portion of Fayette County and even Madison County seeing some thunderstorms this evening. That's all way out ahead of a cold front working its way in from the northwest that will continue to work its way into the bluegrass here over the next few days. Now, it will be that cold front that's going to improve things as we head into the middle of our work week. But coming up, I'll put this cold front in motion, show you what to expect for the work week ahead, and that big cool down that we're tracking into the middle of the work week.
More heavy rain is expected in West Virginia. A flash flood watch is out for 22 counties there. Thousands are still cleaning up from last week's storms. So far, 24 people have died since Thursday's flooding. Homes and roads are destroyed. Many areas still don't have power. Communities across the region are helping families there. WKYT's Sean Moody is in Georgetown, where teams are collecting donations for victims.
Out at the ballpark, you'll find a whole lot of passion. Here at Slammerfest, high schoolers from across Kentucky and West Virginia are trying to catch the eye of college scouts. And the coaches would love to be the last team standing in the bracket. Jimmy King's teams have always done well here.
We've always been here through about the middle of the day on Sunday. So if you're here through the middle of the day, you've done pretty good.
But not this year. In fact, his girls aren't even here.
It's not good.
They couldn't make the trip from back home.
Had a lot of rain. A lot of rain, mudslides. I know one that's lost their house completely, and I've got another one that can't get into their house.
The Lady Aces won't be able to win one of those trophies this year, but Coach King is not going home empty-handed.
I didn't know what to say. It's just, it's just unbelievable.
These are from the other teams who showed up this weekend. There are, of course, the essentials.
Toothbrushes, razors, shampoo.
And then some things for the ball field.
Yeah, well, the girls will love that.
Out on the diamond this weekend, the Lady Aces didn't get a single hit, but they did get a lot of new fans.
Woo, let's go, girls!
In Georgetown, Sean Moody, WKYT.
One team wore the Lady Aces colors in their uniforms today to show their support. Coming up on WKYT on the CW Lexington, The Voice winner and Kentucky native Jordan Smith is, I'll spare you my singing here, going to the chapel.
Faith and politics. Like many places, the two are intertwined in Kentucky.
There's nobody hated more in this nation than Christians.
Why evangelicals feel under attack in a divided America. Monday at 6 on WKYT.
Want to save energy and money? By replacing an older refrigerator or freezer, you can save hundreds of dollars on your energy costs. And we'll pick up and recycle the old one for free. Turn that old appliance into cash. To schedule your pickup, call today. A message from Kentucky's Touchstone Energy Cooperatives.
I would say to you, if your doctor orders an MRI or a CAT scan, that you immediately think about, where do I have to have it done? And the answer is always going to be, you can have it done wherever you want to, no matter what your doctor says. You've got a right to go out and compare prices, compare quality, get references, come out and see us. We'll be happy to show you around Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI.
Are you tired of juggling your finances and can't afford those remodeling projects? Ceramic tiles starting at 59 cents a square foot. Come on down to Surplus Sales for some great deals.
Eyeglass World asks, what do you look for when you buy glasses?
I like to mix it up, so I need bold styles, classic styles, and affordable prices. Having lots of choices and saving money is important. That's why I come to Eyeglass World.
Only Eyeglass World gives you 2 pairs for $78, so you can always afford more than 1 pair.
My glasses are part of my personal style. They're me.
Eyeglass World. Glasses that make the difference. Prices that make it possible.
When creating your dream home improvement, Stones and Granite brings the elegance and style of natural stone or quartz to your home. Both not only add beauty, but are durable, heat resistant, and easy to maintain. Please take us for granite at Stones and Granite of Lexington.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Mike Linden.
Well, one of the hottest days of 2016 is nearly over, but we are still feeling the heat into the evening hours. This is a look at your temperatures. This is what your thermometer will show you. 90s are still out there. Lexington at 81. That's a little unusual, right? We'll get to the answer as to why that is in just a moment. Here's your heat index. These numbers were up into the upper 90s and even triple digits in central Kentucky, and quite a few spots are still there. How about Covington, 96, Montgomery County, 96 as well. Lexington, 84, as is Richmond, 83 degrees. Why is it cooler? Well, that's because of the pretty thick clouds hanging over eastern Fayette County, now moving into Clark County. This is a thunderstorm, and that has worked its way through the Fayette County area. That's actually brought temperatures down significantly, as you just saw. But right now, we are tracking the rain and the lightning moving into Clark County. You can also see that pushing eastward out of Madison County and toward the Irvin area. So things have certainly been moist today, and it's for that reason that we're seeing these thunderstorms popping up. We take a bit of a wider look, and we're seeing a few scattered storms along southern Kentucky near the Casey County area close to Lake Cumberland. But if we take an even wider look, well, we can see where this is all coming from. Out ahead of a big cold front working its way eastward that's going to push in additional thunderstorms as we head into the start of your work week. So let's put this cold front into motion. We'll fast forward to 11 o'clock this evening. It's at that point that we'll be looking at this front sitting right over the Indianapolis area. That will push its way into the bluegrass, and into your Monday morning we'll be bringing active weather. Could be waking up to some showers over central Kentucky, things getting a little heavier with the heating of the day and pushing toward the southeastern mountains. This could also lead to some strong, potentially even severe thunderstorms, especially with how warm as it's been, pushing through southeastern Kentucky and into the spots that do not need any more rain, that being West Virginia, moving into your Monday afternoon and evening. Behind it on Tuesday, a little bit of a break, but a backdoor cold front trying to bring in some additional showers and storms Tuesday evening, but mainly only for southeastern Kentucky. That will be the zone that we are watching, as it is under a marginal risk for severe weather. That's tomorrow for the southeastern zones. That includes Laurel County, Perry County, and pushing eastward toward the Pikeville area and into Virginia and West Virginia. So that cold front going to be bringing us that active weather tomorrow, but also be bringing us much cooler air as we get into Wednesday. Once that passes by, things are going to drop off significantly. The only thing is, Kristen, until that point, things are going to stay humid into your Monday and Tuesday. We're looking at heat index readings still pretty hot in the mid to low 90s. That's what it'll feel like.
A couple more days of a lot of heat.
That's right.
Thank you, Mike. 2015 was a big year for the Voice winner and Kentucky native Jordan Smith, but 2016 might top it. Smith and his fiancée, Kristen Denny, tied the knot this weekend. People magazine reports the two of them married in Middlesboro. Smith proposed to Denny shortly after winning The Voice last year. Lee K. Howard's in next with sports with a former Wildcat who just made his MLB debut.
A.J. Reed made his Major League debut last night. Hear what he had to say about it. And the Reds retired the number 14 jersey, Pete Rose. That's next in sports.
There are certain kinds of roads built for certain kinds of cars, sweeping you up in a moment of pure driving enjoyment. Just don't get too carried away. The Mazda 3.
Do you have trouble falling asleep? Do you toss and turn all night or wake up with a sore neck or headache? Then it's time you discovered MyPillow.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Just like you, I had problems sleeping. I tried every pillow out there and nothing worked. 10 years ago, I invented MyPillow. It took me 2 years to develop because I wanted to have everything you would ever want in a pillow. I made sure that you could adjust my patented fill so you could have the exact support you need as an individual regardless of your sleep position. I also wanted a pillow that would last, so I made MyPillow machine washable and dryable. I back MyPillow with a 10-year warranty and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Not only that, I do all my own manufacturing in my home state of Minnesota. Now I'm proud to announce that MyPillow is the official pillow of the National Sleep Foundation. To celebrate, I'm giving you a very special offer. Go to MyPillow.com or call now to order one of my pillows. When you do, I'll give you a second one absolutely free.
Other pillows go flat, causing you to fold them over or use your arm for support, which can cause pain. Hard foam pillows can raise your head too high, making you very uncomfortable. But the revolutionary MyPillow has patented fill that won't go flat and keeps your neck supported and aligned to your exact individual need. MyPillow helps you get and stay in deep sleep all night long.
MyPillow is the greatest pillow in the world because I wake up rested every single morning.
With MyPillow, I can just relax and slip into that deep sleep, and I stay there throughout the night. So I love MyPillow.
I personally guarantee that MyPillow will be the most comfortable pillow you'll ever own. And I want to thank each and every one of you for your support over the last 10 years.
Call or go online now to order MyPillow, and Mike will give you a second pillow absolutely free. Use the promo code on your screen to get 2 MyPillows for the price of 1. Order now.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
When A.J. Reed was drafted out of UK early in the second round of the 2014 Major League Draft by the Houston Astros, it was assumed that the hard-hitting first baseman wouldn't need long before being called up to the big leagues. Well, that moment came last night in Kansas City. Reed playing DH and batting 6th for the Stros. Reed was 0 for 2, but he had a sac fly RBI and 2 runs scored in the game. Not a bad start in the big leagues. After the game, he talked about his first RBI.
Yeah, it was nice. Nice to have that, and you know, be able to have everybody here for that. So every game's important. So winning as many games as possible is what our goal is, and you know, to be able to help out any way I can is what I'm here to do.
Now, Reed's second game this afternoon for the Stros wasn't quite as successful, going 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts in Houston's 6-1 loss to Kansas City. The Reds have formally retired Pete Rose's number 14, capping a big weekend for baseball's hits king. The big crowds filled Great American Ballpark for the 3 days of celebrations, which had to be approved by Major League Baseball because of Rose's lifetime ban for betting on his team. On Saturday, Rose was inducted into the Reds Hall of Fame, and today his number 14 was retired.
Please unveil the 11th number to be retired. Pete Rose's number 14.
You know, it's funny, we're up here watching all those base hits. Johnny leans forward and says, "Where in the hell were the home runs?" I left that up to Johnny and Tony to hit the home runs. Now, remember, when I benched Davey many years ago, he was ready to kill me. He got mad at me. Well, the guy I replaced you with sitting right to your left, and his number's hanging up there. So I knew what the hell I was doing.
A good time in Cincinnati. Reds were hosting the San Diego Padres this weekend, who just so happened to be managed by former UK baseball player Andy Green. The Lexington Christian Academy product is in his first season as the Padres skipper. He says that he's happy to be one of many Lexington natives in Major League Baseball.
Lexington has a very rich baseball tradition. I think we want to always think of ourselves as a basketball and horse town, and we clearly are, but I think you look up and you see a ton of Major League Baseball players come from the city. You look around, Austin Kearns just finished up, Ben Revere just saw him, Robbie Ross is out there, and the list goes on, and guys have come through Lexington to play in the big leagues, and you can go all the way back to John Shelby and see some great ones that have come through. So just to be part of that legacy is important to me. I've never really thought about managing in the major leagues when I was going through UK and growing up in Lexington. It's just something that's come as time's progressed.
As for the game between the Reds and the Padres, fourth inning, 1-0 Reds. First pitch to Jay Bruce. He takes it for a ride. A solo shot, his 17th of the season. Reds up 2-0. Sixth inning, same score. Bases loaded for the pitcher, Anthony DeSclafani, and he singles up the middle. Adam Duvall scores. DeSclafani breaks the Reds pitcher's 0 for 48 streak, and the Reds get their first shutout of the season, 3-0. A reported hip issue could have been the main reason why Tyler Ulis slid out of the first round of the NBA draft. Ulis ended up going 34th overall to the Phoenix Suns, where he will team up with his best friend Devin Booker and 3 other Wildcats. Ulis maintains his hips are fine and shouldn't be an issue.
You know, just waiting that long was hard for me because, you know, like you said, early in the year, it was first round, you know, late lottery, but, you know, a lot of things changed, last week, so, you know, I just had to live with it, and I'm happy this is where I ended up.
Pat Summitt's family has acknowledged that the legendary coach's health has declined in recent days and has asked for prayers amid a difficult time. In a statement released Sunday morning, the family said that the former Tennessee women's basketball coach's early onset dementia, Alzheimer's type, has progressed over the past few days. Summitt coached Tennessee to 8 national championships in her 38 seasons. She's recorded 1,098 career victories. That's the most in Division I college basketball history for a men's or women's coach. And of course, we keep her in our prayers and her family as well, as it is a difficult time.
We'll be thinking about them. We'll be right back with a final look at weather.
This 4th of July, Nissan's giving you 1,000 more reasons to celebrate. Choose excitement, capability, safety, and get holiday bonus cash. During Nissan's Free to Choose event, get up to 1,000 holiday bonus cash on top of existing offers, like a $189 per month lease on Rogue. Hurry! Bonus cash ends July 5th. Shop at your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com today.
I had just gotten out of high high school, my father had passed away, and I kind of decided then that I wanted to be in the medical field. And one of my friends attended Spencerian that I worked with. I was working 2 jobs at the time. I work with 7 other people in the laboratory that have actually graduated from Spencerian. I think it all comes back to the fact that all the instructors here have that experience and they prepare us so well. Things can change for the better, and Spencerian College will help that change.
Our new edition is open, and we're celebrating with huge savings this month on our entire new and used lineup. Plus, get our lifetime powertrain guarantee at no extra charge. Browse over 1,000 vehicles on dancummins.com and drive to Paris for your Dan Cummins deal.
Everyone is singing praises about essential oils and trying to make their home free of toxic chemicals. Get the facts yourself and learn how Young Living essential oils can help support your family's health and well-being. Visit justonedrop.com for more information and local classes.
Jump, slide, and bounce at Lexington's premier children's entertainment center, Monkey Joe's. Enjoy our huge inflatables, toddler zone, and go bananas at the arcade. Celebrate your birthday party here too. Party big, play great at Monkey Joe's today.
Frank Shoup in Georgetown is a big name in Jeep. FrankShoup.com.
Oak Factory is the place to be for home furnishings. 0 money down, 0% financing for 48 months. Bedrooms and mattresses, over 25 in stock. Upholstery and leather with 2-week delivery. Dining, what a selection. 0 money down, 0% financing for 48 months. And if you don't need financing, then Oak Factory will give you big cash discounts. 48 months free financing or big cash discounts. Your choice at Oak Factory.
If you are in a car accident and searching for a lawyer, you need to ask that lawyer 3 questions. 1, have you practiced law in Kentucky your entire legal career? 2, have you recently tried a case in a Kentucky courtroom? And 3, have over a dozen of the nation's largest insurance companies retain you to try their cases? At Golden Law Office, we can answer yes to all these questions. Put our inside knowledge to work for you. Call us today for a free consultation.
Tuesday night's Mega Millions jackpot is $390 million, and Wednesday night's Powerball jackpot is $222 million. Not getting rid of this heat just yet.
No, not at all. Looks like that's going to stick around for at least the next few days, but it's the heat in combination with the humidity that's going to bring us some active weather. We're already seeing some thunderstorms right now in the Fayette County, Clark County area. Those will continue into tomorrow and push towards southeastern Kentucky, and the heat will stick around into Tuesday as well. A smaller chance for storms on Tuesday, but the cooler air gets here on Wednesday, falling into the lower 20s. Big cool down.
If you missed our headlines and want to catch up, click on over to WKYT. We'll see you there in just a couple minutes.